In the 17th and early 18th centuries, a unique and elaborate style of art, architecture, and fashion took the world by storm. This era, known as the Baroque period, was defined by its grandeur, drama, and detail. At the heart of this cultural revolution was none other than Louis XIV, the Sun King, whose reign in France left a lasting impact on the world of fashion. The Baroque period kicked off in the early 17th century in response to the austerity and simplicity that characterized the Protestant Reformation. The Catholic Church, aiming to reassert its power and influence, embraced this new style that celebrated opulence and grandeur. In the world of fashion, this translated to clothing that was elaborate, detailed, and designed to impress. Louis XIV ascended to the throne in 1643, and his influence on fashion was immediate and transformative. He was a king who understood the power of image and presentation. With his love for luxury and extravagance, Louis XIV turned his court into a fashion spectacle. In the early years of Louis XIV's reign, Baroque fashion was characterized by wide, stiff collars known as ruffs and doublets, a snug, padded jacket. Women's fashion, on the other hand, was defined by high waistlines and full, voluminous skirts. As Louis XIV's reign progressed, so too did the fashion. The king's love for ballet led to the popularization of high-heeled shoes, a trend that has persisted to this day. Towards the end of his reign, the fashion evolved even further, with men wearing long, flowing wigs, and women adopting a more natural waistline and narrower skirts. But it wasn't just about the clothes. Fashion in the Baroque era was a complete sensory experience. Clothes were often heavily perfumed, and the use of accessories like fans, gloves, and jewelry was widespread. By the end of the Baroque period in the early 18th century, the influence of Louis XIV and the style of his court had spread across Europe, shaping fashion trends for decades to come. To recap, the Baroque era was a time of opulence and grandeur, marked by a distinct and elaborate style of fashion. Louis XIV, the Sun King, was a major influence during this period, using fashion as a tool of power and status. From the wide ruffs and doublets of the early years, to the high heels and long wigs of the later years, Baroque fashion was constantly evolving. And while the clothes may have changed, the spirit of the Baroque era, its love for luxury, detail, and drama, remained a constant. This is the legacy of Baroque fashion, a testament to an era of grandeur, a king's love for spectacle, and a style that continues to inspire and influence the world of fashion today.